Hello and welcome back to our Panda Express run. It has been too long since we were able to record an episode, but we're finally having time to do that, and I'm excited to get back into it. If you remember from the last episode, we do still have 2 fields to harvest, so we've got somebody working on this one, and I think we will go ahead. We had talked about it. I think we're going to look at getting a second rice harvester. Just because of how long it takes, and they are not that expensive. So let's go ahead and get one of those purchased. Here we go, 95,000. Yep, we're just gonna buy it just like that. Sweet. So let's get this guy driven over here. I have not been able to play much recently, but I have been watching other creators play, and man, this game is looking so good. As you can see, my graphics are turned down a little bit, and that's just because my graphics card is old and it's not able to keep up right now. I will be purchasing a new one very shortly, so definitely stick around. We'll get those settings back turned up and get the game looking as good as it can. But even still, the game is a great game so far. I love the new AI features. I love everything they've added so far, and I'm excited to get further into the game and see what else we discover. That's just a good time. Alright, let's get this guy started on the second field. And one thing we had talked about in the last episode was we know we need a place to store all of our rice, and I've been thinking about it, and I do think that we are just going to buy this property that has the silos on it. It's cheaper than the silos that are on it are valued at, so I think it just makes sense to get the land with it and then have a silo as well. The only not really downside, but one thing I've noticed from watching other creators play is that in doing this, I have just bought the entire starting farm for this map, which if you've watched my Riverbend Springs episode, then you know that I intentionally did not buy the starting location map or starting location on the map, because I didn't want to do the same thing that everybody else was doing, but it's fine. We'll roll with it. It was organic for us. I'm sure they've designed it to be that way. If you want to do the rice, it just makes sense to buy these properties. I'm sure that's how they designed the start, but if so, well, it worked as intended, I guess. Alright, well, let's get these fields planted and see what we want to do next. Or not planted, harvested. You know what I mean. And there we go. There is one field done. Let's go get that one emptied out. So I have been trying to make a plan as to what our next steps are going to be, and now we have 2 fields that aren't our rice fields that we have to figure out what we want to put on them. And I think what we're gonna do is spinach, because it makes sense with the Panda Express run. I feel like they have the leafy greens and stuff like that. You see it in a lot of dishes, and it's a new crop that I want to try out anyway, so I think that works. The biggest concern I have with it is obviously a very expensive piece of machinery to buy the spinach harvester, but I know you get multiple harvests off of it in a year, but then again, that means you have to lease it a couple times a year, so it's a little bit of a gamble if we're going to be able to manage it, but we're going to try it. We're going to try to get spinach on those other 2 fields that we have. And the other thing that I want to do is get some chickens, because what is a Panda Express run without orange chicken? That is my personal favorite. And obviously it's their best seller, so I think it's a lot of people's personal favorite. Um, so definitely gonna look at getting some chickens here. And it looks like we have some time to do that right now. So let's see what we got for chicken options. Chickens, alright. First, let's figure out where we want this thing. We're gonna keep our mushrooms. We could just put it right in this area here. Is that out of the way enough? Let's just see what we got for options. Got 31 chickens here. 30 there. It's a cute little one. He added a lot of options for these. 20, 20, and then 360, which is the one that we are accustomed to. I guess if we are getting chickens, though, we do need to put a grain on one of those fields so that we can feed the chickens. Alright, I think we're going to sell these things. They don't serve a purpose anyways. They're kind of in my way. Okay, so those are out of the way. Do we want to sell anything else while we're at it? I mean, this doesn't do anything. Can't sell it anyways. That one we'll keep, because why not? Alright, well, we've got ourselves a little more room, and I think we're just going to do this little, this $4,000 one, and we will rotate some crops or something to feed these chickens. I want to come over as far as I can here. I think I like that spot pretty good. That way we can put the grain at the top and get the eggs at the bottom. Let's just do it. Okay. Did that totally destroy the ground? I have a feeling it did. Kind of looked like it might have. A little bit. Let's see if we can soften some edges there. Alright, so it's still pretty rough around there, but it seems like the soften tool isn't working how it's supposed to. So we did our best, and I don't know if it's partly the field that's interacting or interfering with me being able to raise and lower some parts as well. Just was not cooperating super well, but I think we can get in and out of there okay. Not ideal, but we'll make it work. So let's get this guy unloaded. I didn't expect him to get full, actually. It's a good problem to have, I guess. Alright, there we go. This trailer we bought is massive. Oh boy. Can he fix himself? He might miss that spot, but... yeah, we've almost done these whole 3 fields and we're only at 26%. Which, I mean, it's not a ton of rice anyways, but... still, pretty nice. Let's see. Let's go... let's leave this trailer here, and let's go buy 1 bag of chicken feed, and let's get ourselves some chickens. We can buy the chicken feed from the store for the time being until we get some crops. We'll just put spinach on one of the fields and crop on one of the others, and probably just lease the crop harvester whenever we need it. The grain harvester, I should say. Yeah. I think that should work. We'll just lease a cheap one. It's not a big field, so shouldn't take us too long even with a small harvester. Alright, we went ahead and bought 2 just because I figured we'd make the most of our trip. And let's see if we can get these forks figured out. Oh yeah, it's pretty accurate to real life operating, kind of. And how can I spread these? Is it this one? There we go. Alright, get that lined up. Let's see if we're lined up this way. Let's see what we got. Oh. Oh, wrong way. Okay. We'll get it. Don't you worry. There we go. Look at that. First try. Easy peasy. Let's get it back to the farm and buy ourselves some chickens. Alright. Got our chicken feed, doing wheelies. Awesome. When I first got them on the fork, I was like, hey, maybe I can grab a couple more, but it's a little tipsy, so maybe not. Oh yeah, we can get this emptied nice and easy. Hopefully it takes all of both of them. Perfect. Let's buy some chickens. We don't have a ton. It's only, I think this one holds 30, I think. Yeah. So let's just get, oh, should we do the chicks? I feel like we have to do the chicks. Yeah, we have to. We gotta see the babies. So we'll do 29 of these. And we'll buy one rooster. Because why not? Alright. Let's see them. Look at the little babies. That's so cool. I don't know how these weren't in the previous games, man. So cool. Very happy. So, let's see. That was 2,000 liters of food. How long will that last, I wonder? When they're babies, I'm sure it'll last a while. Looks like you can hold at least 2,000 more, maybe 3,000. I guess that would make sense, a 5,000 liter capacity. Alright. Well, we'll leave it like that, see what they look like next month, and we'll go from there. I assume that other harvester is done, so let's go get him emptied out and see what we want to do next. I was looking at the calendar, and so rice is planted in April and harvested in August, and then spinach is planted in March, and like I said, you harvest it more than once a year, so I'm not sure exactly how long that is. We'll have to figure that out together as we go, but just need to know that we plant that in March. Let's go ahead and grab this guy and we'll pick up this little spotty mist. So then the only thing we need to figure out now is if we're doing a grain crop, what we want, and when the planting and harvesting time is for that. So let's get this guy unloading, maybe. Pipe out. Perfect, and let's take a peek at the grain crops. Alright, so chickens are just like in the previous game. They take wheat, barley, or sorghum. So it looks like our planting seasons for wheat and barley are September, and sorghum is April as well. And then the harvest is either July, June, or August. So I think we're going to do barley strictly because it harvests the soonest, which means we have to buy the least amount of chicken feed to get to a harvest. So yeah, let's do barley. Okay, so if that is the case, do we have anything else that we need to do this year? If we're planting, or not this year, this month. Our planting would be next month for the barley. I love that both of the fields that we bought that weren't the rice fields have nothing on them. Why couldn't they already have some grain crops on them for me to harvest? Is that too much to ask? It's fine. I think this one to our left is what we'll put the barley on. I might have already said that. I don't remember. But that being the case, we'll just get a small seeder and it should be fine. It won't take very long. There we go. There's our rice. We got 5,484 liters of rice, and it looks like July is the peak time to sell it, which was last month. So we'll just hold on to it for now, I guess. Looks like September's pretty close as well. We might consider selling it in September. We'll see. Okay, so we've got that emptied. Our fields are harvested. You know what we can do is let's go ahead and get some mushrooms growing. Again, something you very often see in Chinese food, so I think that makes sense. Panda Express has some mushroom stuff for sure. So I think there's still some in this. Yep, still 6,000. We got our saplings started. Let's see how much these guys take. I think this is just one unit. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm not sure where they spawn. Oh, right there. Look at there. Okay, so let's see how much they take. Hopefully only 2,000 as well. Nope. Okay. Still have some in the trailer though. That's good. At least we know that this trailer can fill them up with one trip. I hate taking multiple trips with a water trailer. Feels so boring. But this I can do. Alright, there we go. So, that being said, we should be ready to fast forward to the next month and plant some barley. Let's go take a look at this field real quick before we do. We shouldn't have to do anything before we plant. Fertilize 0%, but it's good other than it needs lime and fertilize. Once we plant, we'll do that. And then let's just check this one just for fun, just to see what the state of this one's at. Fertilized. Okay. Looks the same. Needs lime. Both of them don't have stones, which is nice. I think that's true. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Let's see. So that one's cultivated and that one is plowed. Sweet. And needs lime. If I turn that off, that's it. So they're actually in really good state right now. That's exciting. Alright, let's get to September. Alright, got this part. Now let's go find where we sleep. I've actually never slept in this game yet. I mean, I assume it's just over here out of my house. What's up, buddy? There we go. See you in September. And good morning. It's a beautiful day in September. We are ready to plant ourselves some barley. Nice. Let's get ourselves a seeder. Alright, looking through here, I definitely want one that does the direct seeding, so no previous cultivating or plowing is necessary. And I would like to have one that does fertilizer as well. So I think this is the one that we're going to go with. This one does the fertilizer, doesn't do the direct drill. This one does the direct drill, but doesn't do the fertilizer. So on and so forth. And then these ones that do both get a little more expensive. So I think we're going to go with this one right here. 58,000, and I think we're going to go ahead and buy it. We're going to need it, so might as well purchase it, I think. Seed tank. Oh yeah, with the fertilizer, definitely. 10,000 more, but still definitely going to want that. Do I want the ridge marker? Nah, I don't need it. Alright, let's buy this. And let's go pick it up from the shop. I was heading over to the shop, and I was going to see if we'd got any mushrooms yet, and I think I haven't activated these. Yeah, I haven't. Let's activate that, and now maybe next month we'll have some to show. Now let's go get our cedar. Look at that fog. They were really proud of this fog in all of the previews they showed, and gotta admit, looks pretty good. Alright, we got a couple bags of fertilizer, 4 bags of seed. We'll see how much it takes of each. Oh boy, does not look like it's gonna take 4 bags of wheat, but that's okay. Well, not wheat, but seed. Okay, and then fertilizer. How much are you gonna take? Okay, we did need 2 bags of that. We only needed 2 bags of the other, but that's alright. We got a little extra for next time. So let's get this driven back. Let's start planting. Our first planting session of Farming Simulator 25. That's pretty exciting. Okay, let's get this unfolded, and I am thinking, because of where our money is at, I don't know that it's a good idea to try to do spinach this year. So maybe we go ahead and just put barley on both of these fields for now. Make a little extra money that way if we have extra, or just save it for a while, and then maybe we could put spinach on both fields for a little while or something. But I think for the time being, we're going to basically just let both of these fields be barley. Speaking of which, let's make sure we change this to barley before we start planting. And let's see how our AI worker does on this field. Where is he going? Oh, just straighten out. Okay. Zoom out a little bit, see how he does. It's a pretty small field, so I think maybe it's a good idea to get both fields planted with the barley. And another reason is, like I said, our money's getting low. We still need to get stuff to put lime down as well. So we still got some money to spend. Very cool. Let's go ahead and look at a lime. Do you do lime as well? There we go. Only this one does. Interesting. So that's your only choice still. Alright. I guess we'll go ahead and buy this. Do we need the extensions? Small one. I mean, we'll wait. I don't think we really need it right now. I do want the spreading discs. Just to speed things up. Yeah, we are running shorter on money than I kind of thought we might, which is fine. But, definitely gonna have to be a little smarter about it, rather than rushing into spinach right now. We'll just get our chickens in a good spot, and who knows, maybe if we get a bunch of barley saved up, we'll just upgrade our chicken pen up to the big one and make lots of chickens. Lots of orange chicken for our Panda Express run. Alright, and that is the first field completely seeded. And I was thinking, because of the lime spreader that we just bought, we will probably be doing fertilizer through a solid fertilizer instead of with a sprayer, which is different for me. I almost always use a sprayer for my fertilizer. And also, I am very used to precision farming. That's how I've always played. So I assume that needs a second round of fertilizer, even though we did one with the planting. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So, yeah, we'll probably use our solid fertilizer spreader for that, which is good. I like doing things a little different. It'll be fun to do something new on this one. And then on our other hardcore run on Riverbend Springs, we are using a sprayer, so have a little variety in between the two episodes. I think that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes. And as you can see, we barely used any seed or fertilizer on that other field. We're at 96% and 94%, so not taking it quickly, which is not a bad thing. We'll get these fields planted with one tank for sure, it seems like, and that seed that we have up at the store, since we bought a bunch extra, will last us a long time, I think. While this guy is finishing up the planting, let me get out your way. I want to see if there's a way to get honey out of this. If I just need to put a spawn location for the honey, if it will start coming out, or if this is strictly for looks. Because this is the biggest one that they have on the game, so it'd be nice if it just would give me honey. Where would we want this? Where am I? What in the world? There we go. See, because it looks like it's trying to spawn right there, but where would we want this? Up here, maybe? Overlaps. How about right there? So we got that placed. We'll see if that starts producing honey. I feel like that's probably an ingredient in orange chicken. Orange chicken's very sweet. We're gonna say it is, at least in our version of orange chicken. We use honey, so. Alright, let's get this finished. And with that, our fields are harvested. Let's put this away. And let's go ahead and fast forward, and we'll do the liming next month. Well, it's a beautiful rainy October day. Let's go get our lime spreader. The rain looks pretty good in this game. Hey, look at this. Also, look how beautiful this just looks. Love that. But we got rice saplings. I don't know how much we need to plant our fields, but hey, we got some. While we're at it, let's check out our mushrooms. And there we go. We've got some mushrooms as well. Perfect. Well, let's go get our lime spreader. And we'll keep going. Our farm is coming to life, though. Look at that. The barley looks good, too. Look at how good the tractor looks wet in the road. Yeah, the graphics on this game. I'm excited to get my new graphics card so we can turn this all the way up and just see how beautiful it is. But man, it's the little things that make this game look so much better. Oh, look here. We're there. Let's get hooked up to this and buy ourselves some lime. And let's just buy a bunch of it. We'll have plenty for the future, hopefully. Alright, got 3.5 bags left or so. It's pretty good. Now, we do have rain. Hopefully, that doesn't turn into a tornado. I say as if I was a farmer, but as someone who is playing this game, I actually would love to see a tornado right now. Like I mentioned, I have watched several creators playing the game, but I haven't watched any videos that have anything to do with tornadoes because I want my reaction to be, you know, totally blind. So I don't want to already kind of have an idea of what that's going to be like. So I don't know how you know they're coming, like if that shows up in the forecast or if it's just random or what. So excited to see how that all reveals itself. Doesn't look like tornado weather to me though. Looks like just some rain. So it should be okay, I think, but we'll see. Good driving. Okay, I am having issues right now with liming, and I'm wondering if it's because it's raining. So we're gonna fast forward time until it stops raining and see if that fixes our problem. Alright, the rain is gone, so let's see if we can get this lime to apply. Let's start it up, and let's see if that's doing anything. Now, why does it still say it needs limed? I do not understand. Well, let's just put it away for now, and we'll try it another month. If you have any ideas as to why it's not working, please drop a comment and let me know. In other news, check it out. We got honey. So that is what it needed just to spawn a point. So cool. We've got honey, mushrooms, rice saplings. Our barley is growing. In the next episode, we will definitely try to figure out why our lime isn't working, and we will figure out how we want to take care of the weeds. Probably try to get something that isn't a spray herbicide or anything like that. So we'll figure that out in the next episode, but we will probably go ahead and call this episode here. If you are enjoying the series, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with the rest of it. And if you're interested in our other series, we are doing a hardcore series on Riverbend Springs. So if you're interested in that, also hit the subscribe button. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. And again, drop a comment if you know why this lime spreader isn't working for me right now. Very confused. I'll try to figure it out on my own, but if you guys know, drop a comment. That'd be super helpful. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Soy Sauce Farming, and I'll see you in the next one.